What's going on, guys? Chad Lorenz here. I know it's been a while since I posted a video. A lot of my previous videos were about camping. This video in particular is not going to be about camping, but we still do have a gooseneck hooked behind my mega cab here. So we are going tomorrow morning. We're leaving around 5 a.m. and we're going to pick up a vehicle, at least in my eyes, is pretty darn rare. Super cool. When we get there tomorrow, I'll go over it and give you guys the scoop. My buddy Seth over here at Cotton's Custom Diesel in Butler was nice enough to let me use his 30-foot gooseneck here. We're gonna go pick this vehicle up tomorrow with it. You guys haven't seen this yet, but this is my new ride I'm gonna keep here. This is a 15 Longhorn with a super wild color combo. It's called Prairie Pearl. It looks brown sometimes, looks tan other times, looks green sometimes. So it's actually be coming back out here to Cotton's next week. It's gonna be getting 35-inch Toyos. I got a full Carly suspension for the front with the piggyback shocks, all that. It's gonna get tinted up. It's gonna be a pretty cool looking truck. And then eventually, I guess once I get bored of it being stock, maybe we'll see about doing a second gen swap and all that fun stuff. Also, it's getting some transmission upgrades. I forgot about that. We're doing a valve body, thermal bypass, deep transpan, just some things to make it a little more stout, even though it's all stock. So now with the sunlight hitting this color, you can see it a little bit better. I guess it's not a color I would necessarily pick out from the factory, but when you see it in person, it is sharp. All right, here we are, a little after 4:30, getting ready to hit the road, go pick up our new vehicle. Can't wait to show you guys what this thing is. Would you look at that? What's the odds? Every single light down Main Street right now is green. The most expensive road in the United States. Well, that might not be true, but I feel like it is. Good old Pennsylvania Turnpike. So I don't really know the backstory on this vehicle that I bought yesterday that we're going to pick up, but it was owned by the government, and I just really want to know what the heck they were doing with this thing. Just whenever you guys see it, you're going to know what I'm talking about. Seems like a very big waste of taxpayer dollars, but you know, who am I to be the judge of that, I guess. So we are about an hour and a half out from picking it up, and you guys will get the first look with me, so stay tuned. Here it is, 06 E-350 four-wheel drive Quigley, 12,000 original miles, 6-liter Powerstroke. This was a government vehicle. No clue what the heck the government needs this thing for, but it says it doesn't start, so we're gonna try to crank it, I guess, and if it doesn't, we'll hook up the jump pack. All right, we got nothing, so. Well, I don't really see where the battery is on this thing, but there was this little cover right here that was popped off, and it's got plus, and it says alternator on it, so I'm gonna try to hook my power up here, find a ground somewhere, and see if we can get this sucker started up. Yeah, baby. She fired up. Oh my goodness. Wow. Well, as you can see on the windshield, they said this thing was in off, so I'm glad that no one took the time to actually get it started, although I guess she needs to charge up a little bit. So let's see, let's get this thing cranking again. Guess we'll just leave our jump pack on there. Maybe we need an alternator. We shall see what happens. I don't know if I got juice still or not. Nope, we have no juice. Let me override this again. Got them leads pretty hot, might need a minute. Let's see. Noco's telling me no. All right, well, you know, these things work great when you get it fired up, but it seems like they overheat pretty darn quickly when starting stuff like this. So, well, this just turned into a little more of an adventure because I don't know what I was thinking. The battery was dead. I didn't think the doors would lock. And yeah, I think every door is locked on this thing. So that's a new problem to figure out, I guess. All right, these nice guys from Odessa came and unlocked the door for me in about 5 minutes, so I can't complain there. All right, so one thing about these Noco boost packs is they're sweet. They work good for about one jump start, and then it kills the darn battery. So definitely good for personal use, private use, but come on, there we go. Whew. Yeah, definitely good for more of like a private use if you just need to use it once and, you know, let her charge back up. But I'm pretty sure that this thing's probably about dead now, and honestly it takes a decent while to charge back up, but overall I guess I'm pretty happy with it. So gotta put the window down this time, that way if it locks we're not stuck. So there it is again, guys. Super cool. Only 12,000 miles. I'm sure this underside looks new too, at least in the photos it did. It's got these giant tie downs on the frame. So, you know, I'm not sure. It makes me think that this thing was on some sort of cargo plane or something. Also noticed there was like some communications stuff here. So it looks like must have been some sort of communications van. Both of those are for electrical. And then we have some more on the back here for a ton of auxiliary power. This thing should have had a generator mounted to it or something. I mean, you got 3 plugs here, all for pulling power. So looks like it's lifted up a little bit. 285, so that's a 33-inch tire, all stock. Barely hear it running back here. Super cool. I didn't realize it was a 2-tone black and gray. So awesome. The factory Alcoas are just in amazing shape. Interior looks really nice. They did tear some stuff apart to remove, you know, their government devices, whatever they were, but you know, it's got the leather seating front, rear. There's 6 captain's chairs. Like I said, they do have it tore up a little bit from removing their stuff. We'll just go ahead and put it back together and remove the rest of the wiring. But yeah, like I said, 6 captain's chairs, rooftop AC unit, pretty cool. Rooftop rack. This is like I don't know, an off-roader's dream, I guess. Also, another pretty wild thing I noticed is number 1 on the front bumper, which means there's obviously some sort of fleet of these things. I know probably about a month and a half ago at this same auction, there was one that was very similar, but it had all the original like 16 or 12 passenger seats in the back, and it was a 7.3 with 30,000 miles, and that thing looked super, super minty also. So I'm really curious what they were using these for. If anyone has any backstory or insight, I would really appreciate it. Yeah, like I said, just a pretty badass ride, man. It's like a excursion, but in a way cooler. All right, so we are going to attempt to load this thing here. I'm gonna get the ramps down and see if we can get it loaded. We are all loaded up. We are strapped down. It took me a minute to remember how to use these. I only ever used them once a couple years ago, but we got her tied down. It's still running. I figured I'd let it run a little bit, try to charge the battery up. I don't know, we'll see. I'm sure I'll have to jump start it when I get back home, but there it is. She's ready to go. All right, we are all loaded up. We are headed out. We are gonna get going. We'll take a look around the van too when we get a second, see if we can figure out where the batteries are located, because they need replaced. Every time I remove the jump pack, it just dies on me and the glow plug light starts flashing, which makes me think it's from the voltage. So we will get going on that here. Back on the road, should be back at the dealership by hopefully, let's see, 3.5 hours, hopefully by 1:30-ish, maybe sooner. That would be awesome. So stop here, get some fuel. We're all out of go-go juice. I'm all out of water, so stop here and refresh real quick and then get back on the road. Well, I already know this one is definitely going to hurt the wallet filling up when fuel is $6 a gallon or whatever the heck it is right now. I don't know. Way too much. It shouldn't be this expensive. All right, we're just going to double check all of our straps here. Oop, that one needs a little tightening to it. A couple clicks on that one. Bad boy ain't going nowhere. Might need another click too. Come back around and hit it. Yeah, they all could use a little bit, so I'm gonna give them all a little crank and we'll start fueling up. I'm always a sucker for some Auntie Anne's pretzels. And you know, you're a little bit delusional when you look at the fuel price and it's $6.04 a gallon. You're like, hey, you know, that's not bad. It's been $6.30 for the last, I don't know, few weeks. Ridiculous, crazy. So let's see how much this is gonna cost us. Well, this is officially the slowest pump ever. I've been pumping for like 10 plus minutes. I think that's enough to get me home, so we're calling it good on this one. We're gonna get back on the road and get some new batteries thrown in this thing. I think I've determined that the batteries are shot and they're not gonna hold a charge. I let it run for about 25 minutes, shut it off, and just completely died on me, so that's no good. And the batteries are no fun to get to. I was looking around and I think they're underneath the passenger side, hanging up on the frame, so. Well, I'm gonna stop again and grab some fuel. I didn't get fully topped off of the last one. And now I'm kicking myself in the butt, wishing I would have, because we've got about 100 miles range and 93 miles to get back home. So I'm just gonna stop and grab some fuel here where it's convenient to get into before we get back into Butler, because once I get off the turnpike, there's not really a good place per se to get this big truck and trailer into to get some fuel. So you'll see right up here on the right, that is mine and my brother's equipment rental business. It's just over the hill from my dealership. Looks like someone's there. Oh, yeah, my brother was there loading up the mini skid. Said the lot is completely full, so that's why we're parking next door. We'll go in and see what Cody and Clint are up to. Looks like the guy's here. He's trading in this I don't know, desert colored Toyota, and I think it's got a wiggle stick in it, or as Clint would say, anti-theft. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, we're gonna put some stuff in here and we'll go try to get that van going. All right, we're gonna find the batteries on this bad boy. Get them suckers changed out. I want to say they're probably under here. Yeah, that's the good stuff there. Looks like there's two of them. I'm surprised. I figured it would, well, I guess with all the electronics they should have two, but our other diesel van that we have only has one. I'm still baffled by these big mother truckers. What the heck were they doing with this thing? I just gotta know. Someone please fill me in if you have any idea. So we're gonna see what's involved with getting these things down. The good news is you could like literally eat off this frame. It looks brand new, so all this shit should be like,
oh, it'll come right out.
Pretty easy to come out. I think it looked like a 15.
What is this?
me, Cody, and Dalton finally got the batteries in. Mainly Cody, like always, Mr. Mechanic. New batteries. I tell you what, they are not fun to replace on these things. He's gonna go in and see if that's gonna juice her up to fire up. It would die when I took the jump pack off earlier, so fingers crossed that should just be our issue though. One of these days he'll make it up there.
I got nothing.
Well, that was a no-go. Hopefully there's some sort of master shut off the batteries on this thing under the hood that I just missed, I guess. All right, so the batteries didn't fix it, but now, honestly, I feel like a total idiot. I don't know why I didn't think, you know, oh, government vehicle sits around a lot. There's probably a master switch for the battery. So open the rear door and what do I see? Oh, well, let's see if this does it.
I already used the footing.
All right, well, give her the beans, I guess. I think we didn't need to take them batteries out. Moment of truth. Woo, baby, fire right up. Wow, do I feel like an idiot. All right, we're gonna get her unstrapped now and get her off. Well, I was planning on driving the Quigley home, but it's not, it seems very restricted. I don't know if the exhaust is plugged or what. The air filter looked good on it, so we're gonna do some more investigating tomorrow. So driving the Durango Hellcat home, I guess, today. I know, darn it. Well, little change of plans here. So I went to Grayson's soccer practice. It just ended a little bit ago here, and I need to get Seth's trailer back to him. But I also have another van, a Duramax diesel van, that needs to go out to Seth's shop to get a new part put on it. So I think I'm gonna go load that thing up on the gooseneck and just kill two birds with one stone. So we're gonna head back down to my rental shop. I parked the mega cabin gooseneck down there because there was no room on the lot for them, and I didn't want to leave them at the neighbor's property without asking. So we're gonna go pick that up right now. All right, so I'm down here picking up the mega cabin gooseneck at my rental shop, and I figure show you guys the Durango here I'm driving. I know you heard it in the last clip there, but it's a 21 Durango Hellcat. It's got the red interior, which I love. It's got like 22,000 miles on it. This thing's an absolute ripper. Let me show you something under the hood here. Yep, it's got an upgraded 4.5 Whipple on it, upgraded axles, a bunch of other stuff. It's on E85. It's 1,200 wheel horsepower, so it is absolutely nuts. This one's for sale at my dealership, so check it out on the website. All right, just stopped back here at the dealership. We got the keys to what we call the poo truck, or the sewer truck. It's a sewer inspection van with a Duramax motor, and it needs a new NOx sensor, which is basically like a O2 sensor for a gas vehicle, I'm pretty sure. Maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. But we're gonna go load this thing up on the gooseneck. Hopefully it goes on. I know the back's a little bit long, so we'll see. All right, we're gonna attempt to load this poo van onto that gooseneck, so let's see how it goes. well, that's not going to work out as I thought. The back of the van's just a little too long. So luckily Ken lives right next door to the dealership, so he's gonna jump in this sewer van and he's just gonna drive it over when I go to jump off the gooseneck, and then I'll just give him a ride back. So I guess that's a little bit easier than loading up and strapping it down and everything. So all right, we're about at the end of the night here, but I can't leave you guys hanging on what this Hellcat Durango sounds like, so here you go. See you guys next time.